Welcome to the sleepy edition of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing. Oh, yes. Well, did you know that what you eat or drink can have an impact on your sleeping patterns? Yes, it's true. It's so true. Here to share more on this interesting topic and to guide us on what food to avoid and what food to eat before you go to bed is Heleen Meyer. Good morning, Heleen. Good to have you once again here.
Thank you.
So we're talking all things sleep this morning, and we're talking about foods now that can help you sleep or help you not be able to sleep, right?
Yeah, that's something a lot of people don't always think about, but it is indeed something to consider every single day.
Absolutely. So, but what role does sleep, or food rather, play in sleep?
I think the most important thing that people need to understand is that firstly, we're all different.
Yeah.
So what I can have before I go to bed is maybe different to what you can have.
Yeah.
But that it does have an effect on your system, because if you eat something that's difficult to digest, it's going to keep your brain busy and your stomach busy digesting, while your brain should actually relax and help you sleep.
And you're wondering why you're tossing and turning.
Yes, or you feel bloated the whole evening or the whole night through because you ate the wrong food, and now you don't settle into a deep sleep. So it can really have an effect on how well rested you feel the next morning.
I can imagine so many people now watching TV who probably didn't have a very well-rested sleep, wondering what food should I be avoiding? What food should we be avoiding before going to sleep?
Okay, the typical things that you would look at is a very heavy meal or a very rich meal. Sometimes you would hear people say, oh, I had a big steak last night shortly going before going to bed, and I just didn't sleep well.
Yeah.
So if you avoid things that's difficult to digest for your body.
Yeah.
Obviously, caffeine is
it's a big one. It's a totally big one.
Some people don't get affected that much by it. Too much alcohol. You may fall asleep very easily, but then you find that you wake up after a few hours and then you struggle to fall asleep again.
And you wake up and you're exhausted in the morning as well.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, so, oh yes, is there more?
Well, there's plenty, but some people find that very spicy food makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Other people find that a lot of sugar definitely affects them, and that comes in refined starches, the obvious things like chocolates, cookies, pudding, that sort of thing, because it raises your blood sugar level, and again, your body thinks that it needs to wake up and be active and have energy while you're supposed to sleep and rest and sort of restore all your levels before you wake up the next morning.
Well, let's just put it that way. That pop at 10 p.m. is never a great idea. It'll do nothing good for you. Okay, so what should we be eating then? What should we be eating? I see you've brought some nice things here.
Some of the things that's associated with very good brain function, which is a very important element for good sleep, are the ingredients high in healthy oils, like almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and then green leafy vegetables are very high in calcium, magnesium, and vitamin B6, which is important for us, all playing a role in the hormones that our body produces to help us sleep and to maintain sleep. And that's a very important thing, is that you eat foods that help you stay asleep and that you are well rested the next morning. So not the refined starches, maybe a whole grain. If you do want to have pap before going to bed, have a coarse mealie meal, not a refined mealie meal.
And also portion control.
Yes, and then healthy oils. Have olive oil or avocado oil over your food so that you do consume that. Avocado, berries, high in antioxidants, things that makes it easy for your body to rest and to digest. And to really build the levels of important nutrients and vitamins that you need.
And the energy that you're going to need. Heleen Meyer, there's so much of the information that you can share with us, of course, and you can connect with her on her social media at Heleen Meyer Food. So the key takeout is this morning: sip a cup of chamomile tea or even rooibos tea. That late night cup of coffee before you go to bed is maybe not a great idea, but of course a little later Heleen is going to be sharing with us her health bowl recipe, which she believes is great in ensuring a good night's sleep. So stay tuned.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, that is absolutely inspiring. Thank you so much, Cat Factor. Well, welcome back to the kitchen. Welcome back to the Culinary Hotline Bling. Sing, sing, sing. Yes, all three people here saying sing, sing, sing. But today we're chatting about the relationship between food and sleep. And yes, there is a relationship between food and sleep. In studio this morning is Heleen Meyer. She is going to be sharing her healthy supper recipe that'll get you sleeping better and help you enjoy the meal at the same time because it's really, really tasty. Heleen, wow, this looks amazing. I mean, the colors, the goodies that are here, it looks very, very healthy.
Of course.
And that's the idea, isn't it?
It's supposed to be,
Okay,
yes,
so
definitely.
what are we making for supper? We're making it early this morning.
Yes, I'm calling it a health bowl because you can really change up the ingredients that you prefer as long as they are healthy.
Okay.
So it's a combination of steamed broccoli, but it could be green beans, it could be cauliflower, baby spinach, very healthy, raw, not cooked.
Okay.
And then some corn kernel, but you can also substitute that for something like roasted sweet potato, for instance.
Nice. Okay.
And you'll see all of these are fresh, real elements, if I can call it that.
Yes.
Nothing processed,
Yes.
nothing pre-prepared, nothing too refined or sweetened, so
You know
that
exactly where everything comes from.
Exactly. So you can make it in a bowl like that. You can pack the ingredients separately in a bowl. What I tend to prefer is a light protein, but yet something that's filling and nutritious.
Okay, is that like a fish?
This is fish, but you could also use chicken, any lean meat, or beans, lentils, chickpeas, whatever you enjoy.
Nice.
Avocado is obviously a fantastic ingredient.
Good fats and
Yes, the
oils
healthy
that come
fats,
through
and it
from
fills you
that.
up without making it a heavy meal that you struggle to digest, because that, as we discussed earlier, is the problem. You don't want to wake up from your stomach.
Yeah,
in the
wake
middle
up
of,
from your stomach.
Yeah, you do, because you're uncomfortable or you struggle to digest
heavy.
it.
I'm a big advocate for avocados, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Okay, so we're getting some oil in.
Yes, also a healthy oil, either an avocado oil or an olive oil as a salad dressing.
All right.
Bit of lemon juice, again, natural, fresh ingredients. Whoops, see? Then fresh oregano, fresh parsley, and then a little touch of honey and vinegar.
So nice thing
just to have
vinegar?
Yeah, vinegar and honey, just to get the balance of the different ingredients together. And a dressing normally has a bit of sweetness and a bit of...
You do want to balance out the flavors there. The nice thing is you can also really make use of a whole range of other herbs and spices, right? So you're not just limited to these ones. But of course, if you want to get your hands on this recipe, why don't you SMS us? SMS us now. The keyword is dish to 33728. We'll send you an SMS with a link to the recipe with all the ingredients and how to make this amazing supper bowl that Heleen is showing us how to assemble and make this morning. So you're getting our fish. What did you do with this fish? Did you boil it or grill it?
No, you can just pan fry. It could even be leftover fish from a braai. It could be something that you don't necessarily have a huge portion of left over, but once you combine it with all the other fresh elements, it becomes a beautiful meal that you can enjoy like that.
Tomatoes in there. Presentation is key. Presentation
Exactly. We eat with our eyes first, so it has to look yummy and delicious.
So what is the whole aim of this? Is it just to get like a nice balance of nutrients? Or what is the idea behind this sort of assembly of ingredients?
One of the reasons why I'm doing it like this is that you can see that you still have all the basic elements in your meal. So it's a balanced meal, whether you toss it together in a salad like that or whether it is the individual ingredients. You've got some starch, but it's not a refined starch that's going to raise your blood sugar too much. You've got a lot of ingredients that contains those vitamins and minerals that we discussed earlier that your brain needs to put you to sleep and to keep you... Yes.
The nice thing is that all of these are easily accessible as well, so there really is no excuse. They really are easily accessible, but also each and every single one of these bowls packs something so good for your body, which is fantastic for your sleep. The benefit of it is that it's not heavy, and it's going to really help you with a good night's rest. When you wake up, you're not waking up, having to wake up from your stomach first before you wake up, and having to charge up your brain a lot more excessively than you might need to. This is fantastic. SMS that keyword dish to 33728. We'll send you an SMS with the recipe. So now you're adding your corn over there.
Yeah, and you can ring the changes. If you don't like herbs in the dressing, you could have added a bit of turmeric, which is a very healthy ingredient. Or some cumin, which is very good for digestion. Even a bit of cinnamon and cumin combined in a dressing like this over these ingredients will be delicious. So you can have the same concept for supper. Change the protein, change the greens, maybe change a little bit of your salad, but remain... The purpose remains to have a healthy, balanced meal that's not too heavy, yet filling and nutritious.
At least how many times should one have a meal like this in the week?
Every day.
Well, there we go.
Every day.
Every single day. Supper is served. Heleen, you are absolutely magic. Look at this. This is what it looks like in the end when we are done. I mean, we are going to have to taste, so we're going to put some of our dressing over there. That keyword, once again, is dish to 33728. Should I taste? Should I give it a taste?
By all means, do that.
Do you want to as well?
Yes. And a bit of sunflower seeds, packed with good oils. Crunchy, delicious.
Absolutely, and it does taste like health, and it does taste like a good night's sleep. That's dish to 33728. We'll see you after this. Thanks, Heleen.
Pleasure.